What's up, everybody? So it's been a couple of weeks since my last video, but I am super excited on my recent pickup. Wait till you guys see what the card that I just added to my collection. This is a card that I've been saving for a long time and finally picked up a huge card for 2024. It's my first really big card for 2024. Before I get into that, one real quick thing. I opened up a box of Stadium Club, and you get one autograph, and I ended up landing this Adley Rutschman Going Yard autograph orange parallel. So was super excited to hit that. And I've been very good about like not opening too much wax, but I had the itch and I opened up a box of Stadium Club and, put in the code, and Topps has already redeemed it. Pretty awesome. Adley Rutschman auto. And then you can see here on the back, it is numbered 4 or 5. So an incredible hit. one of the best hits I've ever gotten out of any pack. And of course, I was mad that I wasn't recording. Adley Rutschman, probably, if I was starting a team right now, he might be the first catcher that I select out of anyone in baseball. I mean, you can go with Will Smith, you could go with JT Realmuto, but I'd probably go with Adley Rutschman. I know I have him in a lot of my fantasy teams, so I hope he pans out this year. So was super excited to hit this Adley Rutschman Going Yard card. Pretty awesome. All right, so let me get into this card. So about 7 months ago, I was at the White Plains show with my man Vince, New York Yanks fan 7, and I was walking the floor, and I saw this card, and I'll roll the clip.
Well, I got the qualifier.
Yeah.
And I paid $5,800 for that. So
He's talking about that card right there in a future New York Yanks fan 7 video.
yeah, you're spoiling it. You're spoiling it.
Well, I feel you paid top dollar.
Yeah, it's the IPO. It's okay. It's okay.
I'm saving up for this right there. All right, so there you have it, guys. Was walking the floor and saw this beautiful 1952 Topps Willie Mays card. It was the one that I liked in particular was the SGC4. He also had a PSA 3 that was beautiful, but the SGC4 really blew me away. It had great eye appeal, great centering, and while it's an incredibly expensive card, it felt attainable. Like if I saved enough, if I sold some of my card collection, and I've been doing that. I've actually sold just this year. We're in April and early April, and I've already sold 46 cards on eBay and been selling cards, low-end stuff, and saving ever since then. And have been keeping an eye on getting myself a 1952 Topps Willie Mays. Now that card in particular, the SGC4 that I spotted, from what I understand, somebody mentioned in the comments that it's sold to one of their buddies either later that day or the next day. So unfortunately, that card was not available to me, but I've had my eye on that card ever since. And there was 2 cards that were on auction recently. There was one through Heritage, and there was one in PWCC. Now, the Heritage auction that I was looking at, it was an SGC 4.5. And it was absolutely a beautiful card. And I'll put it up on the screen so you guys can see it. It was absolutely gorgeous. The only problem is it was getting bid up pretty high. It ended up going a little bit over what I wanted to spend. The other thing that was bothering me about that SGC 4.5 was that there was a crease on the card, like near his hat, at like the upper right hand portion of his hat. So that was bothering me a little bit. And so I ended up getting outbid. But the nice thing about that Heritage auction was there was another 1952 Topps Willie Mays that was on auction in PWCC the next day, and I ended up winning it. So without further ado, I know we're about like 4 or 5 minutes into the video. Here is the card that I won. Absolutely stunning 1952 Topps Willie Mays in a PSA 4. I feel so incredibly fortunate to own this card. The greatest living legend right now, without question. I mean, I don't even know if it's even debatable. And look at this card from one of the most beautiful, most iconic sets of all time, and just so awesome. And here is the back. I was thinking to myself, what I love about vintage is every card is so unique, and you can see here, maybe the reason why this got a 4 is there's like this little stain right here. I'm guessing that's why it got a 4. But the cool thing about vintage is that you could line up 1,000. You could crack this card out and then line up 1,000 Willie Mays, and I'd be able to identify my card just by that little stain right there. It just, what's so cool about vintage is, with modern cards, like every card for that, has like a thumbprint that's associated to that card. But anyway, this is an interesting, I think Blue Jacket 66 pointed out that, this card is actually, everyone always talks about the 1952 Topps, the high numbered series. I think it's series 6. Cards were dumped into the ocean, and therefore there's only like 2,000 Mickey Mantles, but I think there's only like 3,000 Willie Mays or something like that. Like the pop count on it is incredibly low. So I don't know if they dumped series 5 cards into the ocean as well, or if that's just all a myth. But this card is, 3,000, whatever the pop is. It's really low on the Willie Mays. And to own a card like this is just absolutely incredible. I feel so fortunate. I ended up getting this card for about like $3,000 less than the Heritage auction. I think what part of the reason why it might have sold for that. Now I'm going to show for you guys on the screen the back of the Willie Mays that was on PWCC's auction. Their picture had it almost looked like it looked like there was white or paper loss on the back of the card, but it turned out it was just like somebody had not cleaned off the sticker on the back of the card. And I thought that was like, a huge miss by either, whoever sold it or PWCC, that could, for me, it bothered me because I thought it was actually paper loss on the back. And I was like, because the front of this card looks so good that I was like, I wonder why it's a 4. And then you look at the back and I thought there was like all this paper loss on the back. So I wonder if that ended up, affecting certain bidders. Maybe certain people didn't bid on the card because of that. So anyway, guys, I'm absolutely thrilled to add maybe the biggest card of 2024. I know I haven't bought a card like this in a while. I think the last time I bought something this big was the Jackie Robinson rookie that I got at the National a couple years ago. So absolutely thrilled to own this card. I don't know what else to say. You can see here are the two. Look at these cards side by side. I would love to own the Jackie Robinson from this set. That's another card that I have a very close eye on that I'd love to add to this. And then, of course, the Willie Mays rookie, both the 52 Topps Mickey Mantle and the 51 Bowman Willie Mays with the 52 Topps Mays look fantastic together. So anyway, I think that's it, guys. An Adley Rutschman auto to 5 and a 52 Topps Willie Mays in a PSA 4. I'm just so excited to add these two cards to my collection. You can see I'm not making as much videos because I'm saving up for cards like this. So thanks, guys, for watching, and I will talk to you later.